these verbs, these action words, they're more than one. Get out. That's an action verb. But it's not just one, it's two. So we call it phrasal verb. Look for. Nice. To look for means, so finally I figured out a way to get my phone back. I ran out of patience. My mother is this, my mother is that, my mother is this. I run out of words. What's going on, guys, and welcome to Mark English with Abby. If you are a beginner and you don't know about phrasal verbs, you are in the right place. Today, I will tell you what phrasal verbs are and show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 very common phrasal verbs. And at the end of this video, we will do this exercise, 5 questions, to test your understanding. If you're ready, let's dive in. So, it says common phrasal verbs. Common means something that you do over and over again, something that's normal, you already know that. But what are phrasal verbs? Let's see what phrases are first. Phrases are a group of words that don't give complete meaning. For example, if I say I like, does it give you a full sense? No. I like what? I don't understand. I like you. Now this is a sentence. But I like you, but again, it's a phrase. So if it gives you incomplete meaning and it's more than one word, we call it phrase. So first one is that. So what are verbs? Verbs are action words like eat, go, come, sleep. But sometimes these verbs, these action words, they're more than one. They're two. For example, get out. That's an action verb. But it's not just one, it's two. So we call it phrasal verb. It's not one, and it shows us action. So these kind of words are called phrasal verbs, and I have 6 of them. First one is look for. Look for. Nice. To look for means to search. To search. To search means to find. So if you see somebody looking at the ground, you can say, hey, what are you searching for? Or what are you looking for? And you can say, I'm looking for something. Okay. Imagine you see somebody doing this. You can go and say, hey, what are you looking for? What are you looking for? And he tells you, oh, I'm looking for, or I'm searching for, and he tells you what he misses.
What are you looking for, dear?
What are you looking for?
Second one. Your friend is George, and you go to his house. Knock, knock, knock. Somebody opens it, and he says, what can I help you? What do you say? You say, I'm looking for George. I'm looking for George. Usually, we add ing here if you're doing it right now. I'm looking for George. I'm looking for my phone.
I'm looking for Henry Ruhlenfurter.
I'm looking for a job.
But if it's in the past, you can just add ed. And hey, where's my phone? I looked for it. I looked for it. It being my phone. Where's my phone? I looked for it everywhere, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. I looked for it. Okay?
I looked for it for 2 weeks.
No, I looked for it and I didn't find it.
What if it's in the future? Hey, where's my phone? That's okay, man. It's somewhere around here. It's somewhere around here. We will look for it later. It's okay. It's somewhere around here. We will look for it later. We will search it later. So look for means this, to search. Okay? Okay, second word is find out. What do you think it means? If you think find out means to recover something that you lost or to know where it is, that's not right. To find out means something is hidden. Maybe it could be usually it's information. So after some time, when you get that information, you say, oh, I found out. The past tense of find is found. I found out, and you can tell me the rest of the story. Let me give you a perfect example. So we're 3. It's me, my best friend, a guy friend, and our girlfriend. Okay? Mutual, just platonic friend. Platonic, sisterly friend. So he always likes her more. And I'm thinking, am I not a good friend? See, I'm beating myself down. But finally, after some time, after asking myself for some time, I knew, or he told me, he likes her. So I can say, finally, I found out he liked her. So to find out means you do your investigation, you're curious about something, and boom, finally, you find the answer. Okay? So who do you think is going to win the game? It's okay. we will find out. We will wait and find out. We will wait and know what the answer is. So to find out is to know something, especially something that's hidden from you. You got it?
One day I found out she got married.
Right here, figure out. Find out is just the information comes to you and you know it. But if you figure it out, maybe you have a problem or there is some puzzle and you're doing your own thinking and reach to the solution yourself. You figured it out, you know? You knew how to fix it. You knew how to work with it. So figure out is that, hey, you gave me a gift, but how do I use it? How do I connect it with my phone? It's okay. You will figure it out. You will know by yourself by doing different experiments. So to figure out means to find a solution for something, but by experimenting. But find out is the information comes to you within time. You know, you ask questions. But figure out, you have to do your own thinking and find a way to work with something, to work your way around something. Both works.
I'm tweaking it in my mind and I will figure it out on my trip.
You guys will figure it out.
First, I didn't know how to practice English. But after some time, I figured it out. I figured out a way to make it work. I figured it out. So look for, search, find out, know the answer, figure it out, find the solution. Who? Yourself. Let's make a story with these 3 words. Where is my phone? I don't know where it is. So I start searching it. So I was looking for my phone. I was looking for my phone. I searched it here, I searched it there. But finally, the information came to me. Okay, I knew that my friend took it. So I was looking for my phone. And later, I found out my friend took it. So I was just sitting and thinking, how can I get my phone back? I know it's with him. Thinking. And then, so finally, I figured out a way to get my phone back, to have my phone back. Okay, good. Let's stop here. So let's see. I was looking for my phone, and later I found out my friend took it. And after thinking for some time, I figured out a way to have my phone back. Okay? So what happens next? Let's see with this phrase of verbs. This one says ran out of. If you ran out of something, there is something you don't want to end, to finish, but somehow it's gone, you know? Like, for example, money. You want your money to stay with you for long, but, you know, you start spending it, and finally, you ran out. So to ran out is to finish, but something you don't want to end. For example, if you're building a house, you can say, yes, I finished building my house. You're happy. You don't say, I ran out of building my house. No, okay? But maybe groceries, like you have milk, and you don't want the milk to end, really. You want it to stay there, but you know, you use it and it ends. So for those kind of things that you don't want to end, you can say ran out of and what the thing is. Let's see some examples. Boom, I punched the guy. Why? Because he was just saying a lot of mean things. He was hurting my feelings and my patience. I finished my patience. I ran out of patience. And boom, I punched him. Okay? Man, you bought gifts for everyone but me. Why not? I'm sorry. I ran out of money. I finished my money. I don't want my money to end, but I finished it.
I ran out of money. But I ran out of money. I couldn't have...
And now you're here asking me about my mother. My mother? Let me tell you. My mother is this. My mother is that. My mother is this. I run out of words. I don't have enough words to describe my mother. I finished my words. So I run out of words. If it's present continuous, if you're finishing it, but not all the way, you can say running. I'm running out of something. Oh, look at this. We're running out of time now.
We're running out of time.
Good. Running out of something. Past, run out of something. Okay? Run out of something. Like this, change to N. So ran out of something. I ran out of money. I ran out of this. I ran out of that. So the past of run is ran. So what happened again? I was looking for my phone and I found out my friend took it. So later I figured out a way to have my phone back. So I went to my friend and I said, oh, I want to call someone. Boom. You know what? I ran out of minutes. My phone doesn't have enough money. I ran out of minutes.
My phone ran out of minutes.
Can I use yours? He says, sure. And he gave me. So I took his phone. Boom. I dialed the number and pretended I was talking on the phone. Hey, how are you doing? I simply start walking away and boom, I'm gone. I have the phone now. What happens next? Let's see. Turn out. Usually we add S here, or if it's a past, you add ED. Turn out. We use turns out when things have unexpected results or your expectation and the reality don't go together. So I went to China and I started speaking with this guy in English. I said, hey, how are you? He's not responsive. He's not saying a word. So I was confused. I said to myself, doesn't he speak English? But minutes later, his friend came and he told me he was hard of hearing. He was hard of hearing, means he can't hear clearly. So turns out he was hard of hearing. You see, I was thinking that this guy couldn't speak English and that's the reason we can't communicate. But the problem was his ears. So it turns out he was hard of hearing. We say turns out for things like this, okay?
And turns out he was a cop.
And it turns out he was one of my first students.
You invited your friend in your house and he said he was full, but he doesn't like the food. So what do we say? So first he came, and after he took a couple of bites, he said he was full. I thought that was true. I believed him. But later on, he told me himself, turns out that he didn't like the food. One more example. I was driving and suddenly my car broke down. Nothing broke, it just stopped working. It broke down means it stopped working. So I was thinking there was something wrong with the engine, so I opened the hood and checked if there was something wrong. Everything was fine. Turns out the car didn't have enough gas. You see, my expectation was there is something wrong with the engine, but the problem was with the gas. So for these kind of turn of events, you can say it turned out or it turns out, and you tell me what happened. Get it?
It turns out the world's largest meatball resides in Genoa, Italy.
Let's see the last one. End up. We use end up to say how something end, especially negative, and it just kind of gives it that dramatic kind of effect, you know? So there was this guy, and he doesn't do his job properly, who always comes late, he doesn't do quality job, and his boss is noticing and gave him warning and warning and warning. Finally, he lost his job. So you can say he ended up losing his job, usually for something negative, okay?
So I ended up losing the business, my partner, and my fiance.
Ended up losing my wife and daughter because of it.
If you don't stop drinking alcohol, you will end up with a serious health issue. So we use end up to say how something is going to end, usually for negative. If it's past, you say ended up, usually for something negative. He was a very selfish man, and he had a lot of people that loved him before. But finally, he ended up alone. It means there was nobody else beside him. Now let's see. Look for, search, find out. Finally, the information has been revealed to you. Figure it out. You find out a way to make something work. Run out of, you're finished, but something you don't want to end. Turns out your expectation and the results are not the same. Ended up, that was your final result, especially for something bad. Do you think you understand them all? I have these questions on the screen. Pause the video and answer them in the comment section, and we'll discuss the answers in a minute. Oh, okay. I hope you did well. Let's see. The first one. If you keep going like this, you will dash dead. If you keep going like this, you see, if you continue going like this, you will dead. That's the final thing that's going to happen. So what's the answer? End up. End up, okay? So if you keep going like this, you will end up dead is the right answer. Question number 2. I can't help you. I dash money. I can't help you. I dash money. What? What happened? I figured out money? No, I can't help you because I run out of money. I ran out of money. Ran out of, okay? So, I can't help you. I ran out of money. I don't have any money. Number 3, don't worry. Think hard and you will, what? After you think hard, you find the solution. You find the way to work around it. So don't worry. Think hard and you will figure it out. Yeah, don't worry. Think hard and you'll figure it out. figure it out. If you want to work on pronunciation, this is how you say it. Figure it out. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Good. So number 4, we will dash our exam results tomorrow. You took your test today and you are waiting for the results tomorrow. So by tomorrow, you know the answers. To know something is to find out. So we will find out our exam results tomorrow. We will find out our exam results tomorrow. Last one. I thought he was my friend. You see? In my mind, I'm thinking he's my good friend and I liked him. But he just wanted money. The reason he was with me is money. What I expected and the reality wasn't the same. The answer for number 5 is I thought he was my friend. It turned out he just wanted money. But sometimes in spoken, you can leave it and say turned out or turns out. Both are fine. I hope you did well. This is Mark English with Abby. Until I see you with a different video next time, take care of yourselves, guys. Thank you.